to the public. Why? Tell us the reason. Why? Why?
You've just crossed over into a dimension of mind.
Tell us the reason. Tell us the reason. Tell us the reason.
Dude, that makes me wish HiGhPoTh3SiS was a word on its own. That also
Tell us the reason.
Also had some sort of pot connotation to it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I want to know the reason, though.
Yeah. Tell us the reason why you're closed, Scotty.
I don't know.
Scotty?
Yeah?
Why are you closed?
I don't know.
Scotty.
Why are you closed, Scotty?
Why are you closed, Scotty?
The people of the Eden Center want to shop.
I don't know why I'm closed.
The people of the Eden Center want to do
Oh, no,
commerce
Paul!
in the Eden Center. On what grounds do you exclude the public, Scotty?
I just don't know.
On what grounds?
I don't know.
Tell us why.
I don't know.
Tell us the reason. Tell us the reason why you're closed. Oh, God!
So what the fuck is our fucking
I have
story?
nothing in my life but
This is a crazy
consumerism.
fucking story.
Let's
No,
see
it's
it.
not.
It'd be crazy like if this happened to TJ though.
Oh wow. Let's let TJ read it.
Okay. Well, let me read the headline.
Oh, sorry.
1,100 strangers show up at his house for sex. He blames Grindr. Fucking Grindr. Over the past 5 months, Matthew Herrick says that 1,100 men have showed up at his home and workplace expecting to have sex with him. Herrick is suing Grindr, the popular dating app. I don't know if I would call it a dating app exactly.
Dating.
For gay and bisexual men because of it. According to the complaint, Herrick, 32, is the victim of an elaborate revenge scheme that's playing out on Grindr's platform. An ex-boyfriend of Herrick's, who says he met on Grindr, has allegedly been creating fake accounts since October 2016. So this is basically a bunch of a petty fucking feud between these fucking two dudes is now a news story.
It gets worse.
Yeah. Cool. The accounts have Herrick's photos and personal details, including some falsehoods like a claim that he's HIV positive.
God,
so that's
dude.
like the bug chaser thing, right?
Yeah.
There's a subset of gay men in the community who want to fuck positive guys.
They want
it's like
they
it's
want
a fetish.
HIV, dude.
So that makes more dudes show up probably.
Yeah, I'm HIV positive. Come
Isn't that
get
the
AIDS
weirdest
from
shit?
me.
I've got a fetish for a disease.
Yeah, give
that
me this
kills
disease
me.
immediately.
Give me. Why was syphilis never fetishized? No, it wasn't like a big man. We got to get syphilis and quick.
Yeah, you know what I want, dude? Dick drip, man. I want to get some of that fucking good ass gonorrhea.
Dude, read the next paragraph. She does. It gets really fucked up.
The ex allegedly invites men to Herrick's apartment and the restaurant where he works. Sometimes as many as 16 strangers each day will show up looking for Herrick. In some instances, they are told not to be dissuaded if Herrick is resistant at first as part of an agreed-upon rape fantasy or role play.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah, that's so fucked, dude.
I mean, this was already pretty much evil. Now it's just fucking disgustingly evil.
Yeah. So
It's
he's trying to get
basically
this dude raped?
Yeah, it's like, if I seem resistant, it's because I have a
really
rape
want it.
fantasy.
Yeah. No means yes with me, guys. So just take my boy booty wherever you want. It's like, fuck.
Brutal. Brutal. The case raises important questions in the social media age about impersonation, stalking, and harassment. It doesn't raise questions. No one's like, is this wrong? This is wrong. No questions are being raised. This is just an example of someone being a fucking douchebag to another person. That's what this is. No one's. It's not like, oh, what I need to ponder this to figure out where I stand on it or some shit.
We really need these platforms and laws to catch up to kind of shit. Like when people do this kind of shit, this is like a criminal behavior. You're literally having someone be harassed using this website or this app.
Sexually harassed.
Yeah, sexually harassed.
What are Grindr's legal responsibilities? Asks Aaron Mackey, a Frank Stanton legal fellow at Electronic Frontier Foundation. What are its corporate and ethical responsibilities to its users when it learns that the platform is being abused in this way? Yeah, I mean, I think that they should, the platform should obviously cooperate to make sure that it's not used in this way, because that gives,
Yeah, of course.
not only is it being used in a way that's almost certainly illegal, but also it just gives a black eye to their fucking app and their platform. No one's gonna fucking want to use it when they feel like this kind of shit is attached to it. So it makes sense for this company to cooperate.
To a certain extent, though, how can they? In this day and age, like, what do you need to get an account at a place? You need a fucking email address.
Yeah, and like you don't need shit really to get an email
A lot of
address.
times you have to have a valid phone number. So there's definitely different things you can do.
I'm just saying, I think that if they get wind of something like this, if this is reported to them, then they should just instantly be like, okay, well,
I think they should have an identity verification process for new accounts. I mean, that's what makes sense to me.
It's probably a good idea.
Have a system where they've got to, take a photo of their driver's license or mail or do something. I don't know how they do it, but have some kind of identity verification before you just let somebody in.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I think a lot of apps. And
I think it raises a question though of like digital citizenship in the future and like anonymity and how it plays into people's ability to fuck with people. Like,
yeah, like I've always wondered with Grindr, has anyone that like hates gay people use it to like bait a gay person to like assault them?
It seems like you could for sure.
I mean,
yeah, you probably could, but I don't know if there's any.
I've never heard of a story of that happening, but. I've heard about.
I'm kind of surprised with the way people can be.
I've heard about shit like that happening in Russia, but not with Grindr, because obviously you wouldn't even have that there.
I think I've heard about like Craigslist shit like this happening, like people harassing people saying, "Hey, you can come suck a dick over here at this Craigslist thing."
The cops in Albuquerque did that to like arrest people trying to solicit like gay prostitutes and shit.
They set up like fake ones.
Yeah, fake gay prostitutes back in the day.
We read a fucking Craigslist ad on here one time that was about someone was like, "Yeah, sneak into my house in the night and suck my dick." And we were all like, and they were like, oh, they were explicit, like, no, we can't meet beforehand or talk or anything. It's like, nope, don't do that.
Walking into an ambush there. I don't know.
Or you might just be getting told to go suck some fucking crazy redneck that hates faggots' dick. You know, he ain't gonna wake up in the middle of the night and be like, oh, well, a dick sucking, huh?
Unless he's like like that character from American Beauty where he's like a repressed homosexual.
Yeah, maybe he'll wake up and be like, oh, well, I mean, I'll just pretend I'm still sleeping. And then at the end, he'll feel like, this makes me a faggot. I better kill this faggot.
That's what happened.
You know? So
what would you do, TJ, if you woke up in the middle of the night, someone was just randomly sucking your dick? Would
some random person?
Random person.
I mean,
off Craigslist.
Well, I don't know. How would I know if they're off Craigslist?
Well, I mean, you're saying that's the scenario, right? Is that someone's going to be given this information?
I think I'd be pretty freaked out if I woke up and there was a random stranger sucking my dick.
What if they were doing it really
you're
good,
wild,
though?
TJ.
What if they were doing it
Like, what if they're really slobbing your knob like in a pleasing way? And
Sounds like Mr. Responsibility to me, Scott.
Best blowy you've ever had.
Well, I don't know.
What if you woke up?
What would you do, Paul? You let him finish, right?
Well,
I'd probably just pretend I was asleep till I nutted, then wake up and beat the shit out of him.
There you go. Well, that's not a very nice thank you for. If you're gonna let him finish, then you should at least let him leave.
Paul's gonna let him finish, dude. What are you talking about? Paul's gonna wake up and be like, "It's okay, just finish," and then leave.
Yep.
The beat your ass, then I don't know about that, Paul.
I don't know. It's a little weird that they snuck in.
When Paul said beat their ass, he meant with his cock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. With a paddle. They've been naughty. They snuck in.
You're a naughty little boy, aren't you?
Whoa, little boy. Well, okay, fuck TJ. That got dark.
Bow down to Kaiser Scotty? No.
Bow, TJ.
TJ, what if it was simultaneously the best blowjob you'd ever received, but the ugliest, scraggliest, filthiest, grossest old man that you'd ever seen in your life? Toothless, slobbering, grizzled old, stinking of like cigarettes.
So Brett Keane?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Man, you just keep mentioning him, don't you, TJ?
Well, Paul started describing him. I mean, I don't know who else.
Whatever.
That's
it's Paul. Paul did it, right?
There's a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
Like
what the fuck
TJ.
are you talking about?
No, dude.
Okay.
That's definitely.
Oh, that's just because everywhere you look, he's all you see, TJ.
Because I can't get him off my mind.
That's what I'm saying. You're singing the blues about Brett.
I got the Brett blues.
What would you do, TJ? Would you stop it?
Dude, I would. I mean, like,
Gorm jorb.
I would stop anyone who was just randomly sucking my dick. Okay, I'm
You
not
serious?
Yes.
What about Chelsea?
Well,
what if you woke up in the middle of the night?
Chelsea.
What if it? Okay,
What
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 if,
about a random stranger, some person I've never seen before?
Okay.
What if it was someone you've
I don't
seen before,
care
but
if
you
it's the
don't know
fucking-
them?
I don't care if it's the fucking golden blowjob.
What if
dude.
it? What if
The
it was
golden
someone?
blowjob.
I don't want some random stranger sucking my dick
You don't
while I
want
sleep.
the golden blowjob.
What if it was someone
golden
you?
blowjob,
What if it was
DJ.
someone you knew who they were, but you never met them, like a famous person or something?
Like I wake up and fucking Jude Law is
Yeah,
sucking
yeah.
my dick or some shit.
Yep, yep.
Okay, I mean, I guess I'd be like, well, it's Jude Law. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Paul even makes an exception with he's
Of
so
course.
heterosexual usually.
Completely. Only incidentally am I not.
There you go, Scotty.
There you go.
I don't know, TJ. I think that because the way I see it happen is you wake up, but you don't immediately look because you just you think it's Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, man, this new technique is fucking amazing. So you have a conscious minute or two to get into the blowjob before you look, and then you realize it's the grossest old slobbery man, but it's also the
What
best
if it was an
blowy
alien,
ever,
dude?
or an alien. Yeah,
Someone
just some
is saying.
disgusting freak.
Someone's saying super chat isn't working.
Gay.
Oh.
Oh. I wonder why that would be.
Well,
it was working earlier in the show.
It only worked like a few times.
Man, so
I don't
sad.
know.
So sad. Oh well. Nothing we can do about that right now.
Never mind.
How to what?
I was gonna try and trace this conversation where we're talking about aliens sneaking into TJ's room and blowing him. Because it was the Craigslist.
what if an alien was blowing you, dude?
See, here's the thing. It doesn't matter what the fuck we're talking about. Eventually, TJ and Paul will trail off on a conversation about dick. Like that happens every fucking time.
Well, they're faggots, dude.
Okay,
We
I
know
know.
that.
I know. I know.
But
TJ,
this story started off with
Okay.
Grindr.
You never-
and-
Didn't we end the last?
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Ben.
The last one ended with your guys' dicks getting severed from your bodies.
This one ends with an alien sucking
Yeah.
my dick. Well, what are
Yeah.
you gonna do?
Would you turn on the alien? Let's say you could fucking fight off the alien.
I think if this continues,
I would let an alien blow me because look, it's an alien. I mean, how do you know?
Like, how do you turn down the opportunity to get blown?
I mean, it's an alien.
Are we gonna have to have a dick jar where me and TJ have to put $10 in every time we mention our dicks or somebody else's dicks?
I ain't putting $10 in.
Because I don't want to do it anymore.
I'll put.
Okay,
a dime
thank
in.
you, thank you.
I'm just kidding. I do.
I'm gonna say, yeah, right, Paul, dude. Okay, you know what, Paul? I challenge you. Let's see if you can go one show
I know, Jesus,
without
fucking
mentioning
Christ.
dicks. One
There's
show,
nothing
Paul.
else in this world that's worth
One show,
paying
Paul.
attention to than sex. You have to
One
look
show,
through
Paul.
everything through the lens of sex, dude.
Paul,
No.
Or dick's your crutch, Paul.
My crutch.
Your crutch, man, like your go-to thing. Like it's like, you know what,
I
Paul?
wish I
That's
could
where-
use
that's
my
one of
dick
the-
as a crutch.
That's one of the place where Paul draws
No, you
his
know what I mean,
material,
Paul.
dude. Dicks.
All right, time for the next segment.
Dicks are magic.